What's up? I'm Wade with Secrets, and you're watching SoundlinkTV.
What is up, bro? Trenton with SoundlinkTV here at Ground Zero, this time with Wade of Secrets. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So you guys are doing this little tour here and everything. So how's that been treating you guys, touring on this new record and everything?
It's been really good. We just decided to do a second half of like East Coast dates and stuff because we did the first portion in the West and we feel like they were missing out, so we just added a second half for it. So it's been really cool, yeah.
Well, we're glad to see you guys here tonight and everything. So Secrets is a band that's been around for a while, but it's had like a, kind of like a long history, a lot of, different faces and stuff. You being, sort of a new recent addition and stuff, 2 albums in and everything. And so for you personally coming into this, what's this, these past 2 album cycles been like for you coming into this band after what's been going on in the past with rotating frontmen and all that?
So when I first joined the band, I flew out in the middle of one of their tours and joined, and then I believe it was like 2 days after that I got flown out to Florida to do the Everything That Got Us Here record just on the spot. So that one was kind of like very on the spot and just happened very quickly, so I didn't get a lot of time to really invest into it. And this last record, we had like a month of pre-pro in the studio at Catacomb Studios, and then a month with Chris Crummett in Portland. And so it gave us really a lot of time to focus and develop a sound that we really want to establish moving forward, defining ourselves and everything, and changing the way that we are with the new members and everybody. The 3 of us, it's really just Richard, myself, and Connor Brannigan. It's really just a great core, and we've got something going that we really like and continue to write songs together, and moving forward, hopefully it just gets even better.
Okay, so this new record and everything, I know, like I remember reading and hearing the stories about the last one coming in, how Richard was putting himself in the frontman position even on stage and stuff during that album cycle, because of what's going on, and now you are the frontman and stuff. And so what was the dynamic like between that record and this record for you? Like, what was your mental state writing this, your confidence, maybe like any less pressure going into this one than the last one with all that stuff going on?
The last one, to me, I don't want to say it was forced, but it felt a little forced, like the Everything That Got Us Here record, just because it had to happen so soon. There was a deadline and everything like that, so I came into it and just like wrote super fast, if not used some of the lyrics that were already there from the producer Tom Denny. And so on this one, I really got to narrow down and talk about things I really wanted to talk about, as far as like subjects in my life that have been like very key in my growth and stuff, as far as like my parents separating, getting divorced at a very young age. 14, they got divorced, and then 16 is when I walked away from my mother during the current situation that we were in, because it was just a terrible time. And so that's what 14 and 16 are really about. And so like things like that, like I really got to narrow in and like really be descriptive on topics that happened in my life, versus the last record where I just kind of had to spitball like on the spot. So yeah, I
noticed that I was revisiting the record today and everything, and I noticed all those songs on there were like that, but then you have a song like the single Incredible, which is very upbeat, very positive. It correct me if I'm wrong, it kind of has maybe some kind of spiritual influence in it, maybe, but with some of the lyrics and stuff. But so
like it,
and so like with those "Saved by Grace," those kinds of lines and stuff, and so it's kind of cool, like how there's all this darkness going on this record, and then you have like this really upbeat poppy song like Incredible and stuff. So what is that song about, and where does it fit in with all this, all the chaos going on that this record's about?
So that one's more so on Richard's side, as far as where he was at in his life. He had somebody come into his life that really just pulled him out of just kind of this like stagnant area that he felt like he was in, and meeting this person, having this person just lift him up out of that stagnant area. It's really what it's all about. It's incredible, and just redefining his life and just a new upbringing, basically. So that's what it's more on a positive side with him on that note.
Okay, so how the writing split on this one? You talking about the songs you wrote, and you talk about him writing, mainly having the hand in that one. So did you guys like co-write lyrics on a lot of the songs, or did you guys just kind of trade off, like he had a song he wanted to do, you did some songs, or how did that whole like co-writing as 2 different frontmen or vocalists, and how'd that come together, and how'd the lyrics turn out in that regard?
We generally just look at each other and we listen to a song, we pick a theme, and then we build off of that. And luckily enough, like, we both had very, very similar life experiences and stuff like that, so it ends up working out to the point where we can both relate on a certain topic very easily. There was a lot of the record though, we picked a topic and then we kind of like split off and then went into like 2 separate rooms, or like went in other places and stuff and wrote our portions, because we knew certain parts were going to be you know, screaming, or like certain parts are going to be singing and stuff like that. And so then we'd come back to each other and then show each other what we wrote, and then elaborate on that, and then add, you know, singing in with the screaming, or add screaming in with the singing too. And then there were a couple of them that were very cohesive, where we were in the same room together, writing the same lyrics at the same time, and really just building off of what each other has. So, yeah.
So, album came out this year. You did a West Coast tour on it. You're here on the East Coast now. It's midsummer. So, what do you guys got going on for the rest of the year into the fall that you guys can probably talk about or tell everybody watching?
So we do have a fall tour booked, but I can't say what it is because it's you know, not announced, and there's a radius.
Oh, it's announcement season now. All the announcements are coming out.
Yeah, there's a radius clause. It's a band on Warped Tour, I will say that. Yeah, so the reason being is
30 or 60, however many are out
yeah, one of the multiple bands on there. But yeah, you can't, you know, obviously you can't announce because they're on Warped Tour and there's a radius clause and stuff like that. So we've known about this tour for a long time. It's going to be a big one for sure in the fall. So we're really looking forward to it. Probably just going to go home. Honestly, we went out on that world tour. West Coast started it, and then it was Canada, then it was Mexico, and then it was South Africa, and then it was the Philippines, and then Australia. And then so we got about 2 weeks of a break, and then we had to come back and start practicing again for this tour. So really we've kind of been gone for the past like 6 months. So it's kind of going to be a little downtime when we go home for a little bit. We're thinking about doing another cover, something like that, just because the one that we did so well and people enjoy it every night. So seems to be working out really well. So maybe we'll do another one of those in the meantime. But yeah, we have like about 2 months off, so that'll be really nice to just go home and recollect and regroup and stuff, and then get back out on that one in the fall.
All right, sweet. Well, thanks for your time today. We look forward to seeing you later, and looking forward to that tour later this year.
Absolutely, man.
All right, sweet.
Thank you.
I'm Trent with Soundlink TV, and this is Wade with Secrets, and thanks for watching.
There's a freedom that I know me, and it deepens who we are.